Okay, let's continue our discussion. We're going to determine the thickness of the mat. So for this problem, based on the plan of the mat foundation presented a while ago, the critical section for diagonal tension shear will be at the column carrying 2000 kilonewton of load at the edge of the mat. So we have here an illustration for the critical perimeter column, and as mentioned, it is a column that carries a load of 2000, so that is at the edge of the mat foundation. So this is the critical perimeter column illustration. So basically, we're going to identify our U. Of course, that is 2000 kilonewton, and B sub O, based on the figure presented, B sub O is equal to 0.5. This is the critical perimeter column. So B sub O is the critical perimeter column, which is equal to 0.5 plus D over 2 plus 0.5 plus D plus 0.5 plus D over 2. So basically, if we just try to simplify this one, that is equal to 1.5 plus 2D. Then afterwards, we're going to obtain the value for the effective depth, which is presented by small letter d. And we're given with Fc prime 20.7 meganewton per meter squared. Our nominal weight of the concrete is 1. Our square column beta is equal to 1, and the edge column alpha of S is equal to 30. So based on the on the steps presented for the structural design for mat foundation, we're going to use the equations from the ACI code of 318-11, section 11.11.121, and using those equations on the SI unit. So there are 3 equations. So this is the first one. So we're going to identify our D, which is the effective depth. Is simply have to substitute the values for beta, alpha, Fc prime, and B sub O. Then if we try to simplify that one, we get this equation. So we can get our D. Simplifying this one, you have 0.387 meters. Then the second equation, this is the second equation according to ACI code. So simply you have to substitute also alphas of S, B sub O, lambda, and Fc prime and B sub O. You obtain to get the value for D. So D here is 0.352 meters. The last equation is you have to substitute the value of lambda, Fc prime, and B sub O so that you can get the value for D, and D is 0.519 meters. So from here, if we're going to, you have 3 values for D. Since this is the sign, the dimension that you're going to use is, or you're going to select here, is the highest value. So our D is 0.519 meters. So basically, for the thickness of the slab, our D, the effective depth, we're going to add that to our cover of the minimum cover of the steel reinforcement, assuming that is 76 mm, and we also assume that we're going to use a 25 mm diameter steel rod or steel bars. So our H, or the thickness, the total thickness of the slab represented by H, is equal to 0.61 meters. So we're going now to determine our reinforcement. So basically, from the moment diagram shown on the moment diagram of the 3 strips, the maximum positive moment is located on strip AGHF. So let us have our strips AGHF. So this is the maximum positive moment, which is located at strip AGHF. And that one, we're going to identify the factor, the moment. So the maximum positive moment over the B sub 1, which is the width of that particular strip, that is 5.25. So we get 527.8 kilonewton meter per meter. So similarly, we are going to identify also the maximum negative moment. And the maximum negative moment is located on strip ICDJ. So we divide also, we're going to get the factored moment using the negative moment, which is located at the maximum negative moment located at ICDJ, and the factored moment is equal to 2003 all over B sub 1, and we get the value of 381.52 kilonewton meter per meter. So using the equation for the factored moment, we're going to solve for the area of the steel. So for the positive moment, you simply have to substitute the values of the perimeters. Our phi is the reduction factor is equal to 0.9. So from there, you substitute the value, and we're going to have the value for A. A is equal to this equation. So from this equation, we simply have to substitute that one. You could try to simplify this. From this equation, you get A of S is equal to 0.425 of A. This equivalent expression substitute to this equation, and you substitute the value for the factored moment. Simplify this one. Our A here, we only have now one unknown, which is small letter A, and our A is equal to 0.0573 meters. So basically, if they're going to have the location of the A based on the rectangular section in bending, so this is the section, this is the location for our A. So for this one, we're going to identify now the value for the area of the steel, which is simply multiply this equation. You have to substitute our values now that was obtained a while ago. So we have here our equivalent value, which is 24335 mm squared per meter. So this is now the area of the steel, mm squared per meter. So basically, how do we get the value for the spacing of the steel bars? So basically, for this is 200 mm. We're going to use a 25 mm diameter bars at 200 mm center to center. So meaning to say, for every 1000 millimeters, the spacing there for each of the steel bar is 200 mm from center to the center of the steel bars. So if we choose to, if we prefer to use 25 mm diameter steel bar, get the area for the one steel bar. So the area for one steel bar, if we're going to use 25 mm, that is equal to 491. So 491 mm squared, that is the area for one steel bar. Then to get this 200 mm center to center spacing, so we're going to multiply the area of one steel bar times 1000 equal to, equate that one to the area of the steel times the spacing. So if we try to substitute the area of the steel bar times 1000 equal to, area of the rod times 1000 equal to the area of the steel times S. So S is the unknown, that is now the spacing. We get the value actually for the spacing is 201.64. Or we can have the value which is approximately equivalent to 200 mm center to center. So the area of the steel provided basically would be equal to area of the steel bar or the steel rod multiplied to 1000, this is 1000 mm over 200 mm, this is the spacing, and that is equivalent to 2455 mm squared per meter. Meaning to say, for this one, for every 1000 mm, the spacing is 200 mm from the center of one steel bar to the other. Then for the negative reinforcement, of course, same procedure. We have to get the value for our A based on the equation that is equal to 0.0409 meters, then multiply that one. So we get now 1,738 mm squared per meter. Similar procedure, we try to get of course the area of one steel bar, because we're going to use 25 mm. That would be 491 multiplied to 1,000 equal to area of the steel, which is 1738 times S. So S here is equal to approximately, that of course that is equivalent now to 255 mm. So that is the spacing of the steel bar from center to center. So our area of the steel provided would be equal to the area of one steel bar, which has 491 times 1,000 over 200, and that gives us 1,925 mm squared. So this is the general arrangement of the reinforcement. Basically, our negative moment, the negative moment here occurs on the midway of the strip ICDJ. So we have here a moment. So this is the maximum negative moment. It is located on the midway of the strip ICDJ. So we have to provide a reinforcement in this midday. So to provide a reinforcement, let us have identify the moment at this point. The moment here is actually equal to 539.4. So divide that by b sub 1, which is 5.25. So we get 102.74 kilonewton meter per meter. So same procedure. We get the area of the steel, which is 455 mm squared per meter. So for this one, we try to use a 16 mm diameter steel bar. And for that, for 16 mm steel bar diameter, the area of the rod, the area of one rod is equal to 201.11 mm squared. So if you're going to get the spacing, that would be 201.11 times 1,000 is equal to area of the steel, which is 455 times S. So you divide. So S now is equal to 401.89, or approximately we try to use 400 mm spacing from center to center. So if we're going to have the area of the steel provided, that would be equal to area of the one rod, which is 201.11 times 1,000 over 200. That gives us 502 mm squared. So that ends our discussion for Math Foundation. Thank you.